Hi guys, I get a lot of questions from new consultants and existing ones as well on how I courier my products to my customers and what sort of courier system I use and which company is the best. So I thought I'd take you through what I do for my customers, and I've recently just done an overhaul of my system. So I'm really loving the way I've got it set up at the moment, so I'll take you through all of that and how I find it helps my business. So we need to go down to the other room, so let's grab the camera and we'll head down there. So here is my little courier station, and I've just started doing it this way and I'm absolutely loving it. It's working really well because I can see how many courier bags I've got, so I don't ever run out now, whereas before I had them in a drawer and I would always get to the last one and then have to reorder, and then of course I'd be needing them and waiting on the courier to deliver. So at least now I have a system where I can see what I've got. So currently I'm using two different courier companies. I use New Zealand Couriers, which are the red ones, and I use the Parcel, which is done through Post, Haste and Trade Me, which are the blue and green ones. So just to point out, that is not selling Mary Kay through Trade Me, it is through selling our personal bits and pieces and just getting rid of general junk on Trade Me. But the bags work fantastic for your Mary Kay business as well, although technically you're not supposed to do that, but I do, so there you go. So basically what we've got on this first tier here, I've got the small courier bags. These are these are the E11, so this is your DLE envelope size one, and these probably cost me about $3 roughly, might be just slightly over at the moment, but in my mind I'm thinking about $3. You need a vivid marker obviously to write on the bags because it needs to be waterproof. I've got scissors, sellotape, packing tape if I need it, just general packaging stuff. On the second tier we've got the E20 bags. These are your A5, so these are fantastic for a time-wise set or compact and some makeup, that sort of thing. Probably in the smaller DL and the E11 ones, they're fantastic for just a single moisturiser or mineral powder and a brush or eye makeup remover, just single items really. And then down the bottom here I have these ones which are E40s. And that's sort of around roughly your A4 size, which is fantastic for a miracle set or satin hands, that sort of thing. With the Parcel ones, they're a little bit different. They come in 3 sizes that you can just go and buy them online. They're free, but you still have to buy them. And they come in 3 sizes, small, medium and large. So the small one is actually the same size as the E20, which is, your A5. So it's a decent size small bag. And then the medium one it's actually probably a wee bit bigger than the the E40 in New Zealand Couriers, so it's a bit bigger than A4. And then the large is really big. So if I put that there and then put the medium on top, you can sort of see how much bigger that is. It's probably more just bigger in width than length. So the difference is New Zealand Couriers are fantastic. They do a very good system. Basically you set up an account online. You have to do actually set up a proper account and get credit checks with them, and then you can purchase your bags online. So you pre-purchase your bags and then they're all prepaid already. So all of these bags here are all prepaid. I don't need to pay anything more to send these out. So the thing that probably is the wee bit of a drawback is you have to buy your bags in packs of 20. So there is a little bit of setup cost in getting your bags. I usually just keep 1 pack of 20 of each size on hand all the time, and that's plenty. That keeps me going. I probably go through the small and the medium the most. I would like to be going through the larger ones quicker. That would be good. But anyway, we'll continue working on that one. And then basically you just go online and you page on your account. They give you an account number and your phone number, and you just click the button and it pages the courier and he comes to my back door and picks it up. So really quick and easy, simple system. With the Parcel ones, like I said, technically you're supposed to be only using these through Trade Me. But I have been using these ones from a Mary Kay business just because they've had a fantastic deal for going for 2012 where you could send stuff to a rural address and it wouldn't cost you extra. So New Zealand couriers is quite expensive to send to a rural. Like, you've paid for your bag and then they'll sting you for another $5 or $6 on top of that. So that can really, eat into your profits. But the parcel ones don't. So I think the small bag is about $4.50 all over New Zealand. So that was a fantastic deal. The medium bag, which is this one here, your E40 equivalent, that was about $6.50 for North Island and South Island, and $4.50 across town still. And the large one is still $4.50 across town and $7.50 for North Island and South Island. So, to send a rural parcel and to know it's not going to cost you for any extra, that was a fantastic deal. So I'm hoping they're going to continue that for next year. Probably their system is probably a little bit better, but it's more long-winded. So I prefer the New Zealand Couriers one because it's just quick and easy. But with the parcel ones, you fill it all out on the front and your details go on the side. And then on here is a tracking code. So basically what you do is you have to go online because these haven't been paid for yet. You have to buy them as you go. So you go online and you have to put in to the computer system where it's being picked up from, where it's being delivered to, the tracking bag number, and it will tell you whether it's a correct bag or not. And then you go and you pay. It'll give you a quote and then you pay for it. So it's kind of long-winded to send one parcel at a time. Whereas in comparison, the New Zealand Couriers one, you just handwrite on the bag and you click one button and it pages him and he comes and picks it up. So probably the parcel one is a little bit more safer because it guarantees you that you've got your postal address correct, because the computer system is hooked into, I don't know, the official New Zealand Post website maybe, or something like that, because it actually tells you if that address is correct. And of course it's all computerized, so they have a proper tracking of where it was being picked up and where it was being sent from, whereas New Zealand Couriers only have the tracking number of the bag. They don't actually have where it's been sent to or where it's come from. So that's probably the difference between the two. But like I say, I use one for rural and one for my normal sending out. One thing I would say to you is when you are sending out your goods via courier is just to think a little bit about your presentation, because obviously you're not there in person to present it to your clients. So you want to have a think about the person at the other end who's receiving the bag. So I actually have a little setup here. I've got tissue paper and gift wrap and ribbons, and I just like to gift wrap all of mine. I have these little labels here. These ones are waterproof, so fantastic for your cleansers and things like that, and body washes that are going in the shower. The labels won't come off or fade. So one of those goes on the bottle, and then I gift wrap it in pretty paper and ribbon, and then I have these little labels as well which just say thank you for your order, and that goes on top of the parcel as well. So just a little bit of care and thought in how you're presenting it. And then also just over here, just down here, I have a big roll of bubble wrap. Now, I really strongly say do not just shove your stuff in a courier bag and send it out, because it will get trashed. It doesn't matter how gentle the courier man is, the boxes will get crushed and damaged, and it will just not look pristine as if someone had just bought it, and someone who's buying Mary Kay products, they're buying you as well, so it's all about your image. So you want them to make sure that it does arrive in good condition. So some bubble wrap. I bought this roll from the warehouse stationery, and it was about 50 metres for $15, so really cheap. Don't buy it from the warehouse, it's really expensive there and you don't get very much. One of these rolls will last me for months and months and months, so that's how I wrap them up. And my suggestion, of course, would be to wrap it up and then figure out your bag size. Don't go and pre-write on your bags and then find out that you can't fit it all in there. I speak from experience. I've learnt the hard way on that one. And then what you do is, once you've got your things all ready to send out, I just keep a book like this. And basically what I do is you take on your bag here, it has these little stickers, and it tells you here which ones to peel off and which ones not. And it's basically the red one on New Zealand Couriers. This is your tracking number. So I pop that into the book, I date it, the day that I'm sending them out, and the name of the person, and then when you page them online it gives you a code, so I write that code in just in case anything goes missing and I need to ring them. So I think in 8 years of doing this I've only ever had one parcel go missing, so pretty impressive record for New Zealand couriers. The customer service isn't that flash, but their delivery service is very, very good. So that's my little courier book. So that's probably about it. Oh, actually I do have this little box here I have set up with my samples, and there is a video there showing you about how we make the samples, so I'll link that for you. But I always put in my delivery bags one of these, and there's all sorts of different things all pre-made up. So I've got microdermabrasion. I did have a whole lot of lip glosses, but they're all gone now. Firming eye cream, hand and décolleté cream, just all thinking of you perfumes, just always an assortment there. One of those always goes in the delivery bag no matter how much they've spent. And then if they have spent a certain amount, I always have a gift as well. So it might be some of the hostess bags, or some of the mini size gift sets that we get, like the Timewise body sets. They're fantastic. That a couple of my clients got those because they spent quite a substantial amount, so that was a nice gift. And once again, they're gift wrapped as well. So just want to have a think about the person at the other end and try and surprise them. I like to under promise and over deliver, basically. And you're not there, so you do want to create a great impression. Obviously, if I can deliver it personally, I will, but it's not always easy to do that, and sometimes it's just not good. It's not a good way to spend my time to drive 30 minutes there and back again when I could actually be holding bookings as well. So they've already paid for the goods and we can't set up a convenient time for both of us, then I'll simply just pop it on the courier. And that seems to work very well. So that's probably it, I think, for my courier system. I hope that helps. Yeah, just think wisely before you go and spend a whole lot of money on courier bags. When you're first starting out, it's probably much better to be hand delivering them anyway, but it is a great option and it does work really, really well once you've got it set up and running. And it's just so convenient to have the drivers come and pick it up from my back doorstep instead of having to queue up at the post shop. So